We're about to cover a topic that has been very trendy in the last 2 months. And normally I don't film a video like this, but today we're going there. Hey y'all, welcome back to the Pink Envelope. We're going to dedicate this entire video to one product. I never do this. However, the Q&A coming in on YouTube, my past videos from like 2 years ago, are wild right now. So I figured, why not? This is a product I would love to dive in and discuss with you. I have the Pura home fragrance system. So I have one that I'm gonna show you that Pura sent to me so I can show it to you. I'm gonna show you the ones in my house that I've purchased. I've got your most common questions listed here, and we're gonna spitfire through some Q&A. I'm gonna tell you my thoughts, pros and cons on this system in hopes that it helps you figure out if it's a match for you. Let's go. Pura delivers fragrances and diffusers for said fragrances. If you're unfamiliar with it, you're about to get like maybe a little too familiar with them right now. I do want to put a disclaimer. I do not work for them. I'm not being paid by them. I happen to love this product, but also has some things that I hate about this product. And I want to share this with you so you can decide if this is a match for you. Pros and cons for the Pura system. I have to say I have way more pros than cons, but the cons that I have are big. Let's dive into those first. Pura is based on smart technology. If you like techie things and you like a smart home, you're going to love Pura. It's controlled via an app. It allows scheduling, and you can adjust scent intensity all from your phone. I probably get on my Pura app via my phone 3 or 4 times a week to make adjustments based on how I'm feeling. The other thing that I have on the pros list for Pura is the scent variety. I feel like they have a very large variety of scents and popular ones that you like. Your favorite Anthropology scents, they're on here. Your favorite Brooklyn Candle scents, they're on here. They have a large grouping of scents that are their own that they created, and they carry other more popular names and brand scents as well, which is great. I feel like the scent is as long lasting or as short as you want it to be. I like that kind of control. You actually set the intensity that the scent releases at via your app. So it can be as long lasting, meaning it can go like to 150 hours. I need to look. I think I have one that's at 138 hours right now at a lower intensity, or you can pump like the scent fast. Say you bought a Christmas scent and you know you want it done in just December. Bump the intensity up, enjoy it all December, and then start fresh in January. I love that I have that control. Another thing I really enjoy is the fact that it isn't open flame or open fire. I have kids and pets running through this home. And although I love the ambiance of a candle, and I will set that up in my kitchen on my quartz countertops in spots that are safe, I want my home fragrance throughout my entire home. And it is not feasible in how we live to have open fire candles all throughout the home. So Pura allows me to have that same scent without the big fire risk. And probably the thing I love the most about Pura is that if you are someone who struggles with scent blindness, meaning after you smell something a couple of times, you kind of don't smell it anymore. You know how like when you go on vacation and you come back into your home and you're like, oh my gosh, I did not realize it smells like this. What you smell when you come back from vacation is what your guests smell when they come in. We become blind to the scents around us. And with Pura, you load 2 scents into any of your Puras. Well, I think they have a brand new Pura Mini that is 1 scent. More on that later. And it allows you to rotate the scents based on a schedule so that you never get bored of smelling or scent blind of smelling the same scent over and over. So pick 2 compatible scents that complement each other but aren't the same, and you will have beautiful scents all day long. And actually, maybe this, you might hear me say this over and over, my favorite thing, but maybe actually this is truly my favorite thing. The scents are clean scents. They are kid and pet safe. What actually made me find Pura is I had the, sorry if I'm about to poo-poo on your parade, the Bath & Body Works wallflowers throughout my house. I was struggling with headaches. Who would have thought? And while struggling with headaches, came across this article where the Bath & Body Works wall fragrances have like this crazy, like read people in California, you're probably gonna be like, nope, nothing new to me, but those of us on the outside, crazy disclaimers everywhere on there. There are other places they can't even be sold. And when you read the ingredients of what's in there, you will freak out. I freaked out at least, and I got rid of them. Guess what? Legit, my headaches went away. And in fact, now if I go back to my mom's house where she does the wallflowers, because you know, some people still love them. I almost instantly get a migraine when I walk in there. So she now knows and pulls them out of the wall, which you would think that would be a hint to get rid of them. Anywho, another topic for another day. That is what led me to Pura. That's when I invested in my first Pura. I wanted the same scent, more control, no headaches. And if I was like, if I am having these kind of headaches, I had babies at that time, like littles. I was like, what in the world are my littles and my pets experiencing that they can't tell me? So Pura, being a clean produced product, is kid and pet friendly. Funny note, I had a wall flyer once. Tell me if you've ever done this. I pulled it out of the wall for whatever reason. It sat it on the windowsill and walked off, and it tumped over, and the liquid from the inside leaked out. It ate the paint off the windowsill. That was another, I remembered, like when I was getting ready to throw all those away, I remembered that happening. It's happened to my mom and maybe even my sister, but for sure my mom and I. And I was like, what am I putting out in the air that my family breathes all day that will eat away paint? Anyways, that was a freak out moment for me. I actually tested the Pura, and you can watch that video. I can link it up here. It's in one of my recent hauls that I spilt the Pura fragrance out on the windowsill. And I came back, there's a little bit of like, it was one of the ones that had color. A little bit of color stain has shown up, but it's fine. I actually haven't even tried to scrub it. Like get a magic eraser, probably would take it out. I haven't tried. But there was no, like the paint was fine. And I was just like, oh my gosh, that was such a good affirmation. And then I guess my third most favorite part is that it's just so customizable. You choose when the scent releases. You choose how strong the intensity that releases at. You choose the scent goes inside. You choose how they rotate. You choose everything. I even have it connected where if we leave the house, it turns all my Puras off so that they're not going while I'm not home. I love control and customizations. They are some of the things that I would list that are a Pura con is that it's not real affordable. It can be expensive. So I love decor, decorating my house. I will link a spring decorating from a year past up here. So the scent is a huge part of creating the warmth in the space that I desire when I decorate. So having scent is very important to me. So investing in a device that can cost $79 plus scents that can cost $11 to $16 is worth it to me. That is where I'm choosing to splurge. But as a con as a whole, it is a little bit pricey. Definitely if you compare it to like the Glade plug-in, I think it lasts longer. I think it has a much more intense scent, even on the lowest setting. There's more reward, but it is pricey. It does require Wi-Fi and an app to fully use it. If you are not techie, you don't like smart technology, you don't like being on your phone, you don't like apps, you're probably not going to love this to get your dollar's worth out of it because it very much is smart home based. The other thing that I have heard people list as a con, it does not bother me, is that you can't go buy a third party's version of a scent and just plug it in. You must purchase your Pura scents from Pura. I have zero problem with that. Like I have several things that require the pieces to come together from the same maker. Just makes sense. But some people have been very frustrated with that. And so I did add that to the cons list. And lastly, the other thing is, once again, I have not experienced this, but y'all commented this, a few of you on my last video, was that there's connectivity issues. Like you struggled to get the connectivity to work. For me, it was butter. Plugged it in, it auto sensed it. I set it up, gone. I mean, I'm telling you, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Puras in my home. This is the 5th one, so I guess I've only set up 4 of them. Cake, walk, easy, no big deal. And it's on my husband's phone and it's on my phone, so we can both control it. So I have not experienced that, but if you go to the Pura website, can't remember, it's like top right or top left-hand corner, they have a get help like tech area. So that shows me that people are experiencing that. If they have that predominantly on the website like that, you can click up there and they'll troubleshoot with you what perhaps is the problem you're experiencing in connecting your Pura to your home. Last month in that video I just linked was the first time I got the Smart Fragrance Pura Plus. I had not had that one before. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I have it set up by a record player. The kids know how to access it. It is just fantastic. And literally just like the Pura 4 and the Pura 3, I have both of those that plug into the wall that rotate scents. This rotates scents in the same manner. You literally pull your top off and inside you have your Pura base. Here are your buttons to control. Here's how you plug it in. And then whatever scents you have, you just slide them up in, put your lid on, and go. Now, I will tell you this. On the Pura 3, I don't remember. Pura 4, I believe, supports the microchips. You can scan that microchip, or maybe it's Pura 3 that does the microchips and Pura 4 that auto detects. It's something like that. If you have an older version and all the scents interchange with all the Pura versions, you may have to scan this or type in info into your app to tell which scent it is. But with the Pura 4, the Pura Plus, and I think the Pura Mini, you literally, when you pop it in, it auto reads it. And you're done. It knows exactly what scent's in there. You can set it up. But at worst case scenario, you scan a QR code. So it's very, very smart. The only Pura thing that I encountered that I did not like was the Pura car. Sorry, Pura. It's too loud. It has a little fan inside. And so I have a small SUV. I have a Honda Pilot. So kind of gives you idea on space. I plugged it in on the opposite side and put it down on the passenger, and I could hear the fan the whole time. I didn't like it. The scent also was like too in my face. I tried putting it in the back seat and the kids were frustrated. And so then we put it in my husband's F-150. He didn't like it. So, so far Pura Car for our cars has been there's not much. It's unfortunately nothing I like about it. However, I just plugged it into our RV. So I'm very intrigued to see if Pura Car is a good match for RVs. Because like something like this would be way too much for an RV. A Pura 4 would probably be great. The Pura Mini would be fantastic. And I'll loop back and let you know if the Pura Car is a good RV solution. Subscribe down below and that'll make sure you don't miss that. Okay, so I don't want this to become an unboxing or even a how-to video. I want this to be information so that you guys know whether or not to invest in Pura. How to set everything up is thoroughly covered on their website, on YouTube and other videos. So I want to talk Q&A. So these are questions that I have seen pop up the most when it comes to Pura. I'll share a little bit about it and hopefully it will help you delineate if it's a match for you or not. With fragrance and performance, how strong are the scents? I think that they fill a large room at a higher intensity level well, or in a large room, get too smaller and bump down the intensity. Once again, you're controlling how frequently it releases, how much it releases. I have like an open concept, what I would call medium-sized space for my kitchen, living, dining, and I have two. I have the Pura Plus in there, over in the main living area. Then I have the Pura 3 in the wall closer to the kitchen. And I have them on different schedules based on when we're cooking and when we're not cooking. And it has released the perfect amount of scent. I do have them on the lowest intensity for my space. So it's very customizable where you put them and how they release. So I think that they have good, strong scent, but as a migraine sufferer, you can bump it down at your leisure. Are they long lasting? You get to decide. You get to decide. With my fall scents and my Christmas scents, I want to use them up each month. I don't want them to go into the next month. So I will take, for instance, that said living room. I will put my Christmas scents in here at a higher intensity level, and I pull my other Pura out of the wall and just don't use it. And so I can blow through all my Christmas scent in one space quickly. Whereas once we reach summer, I want my scents to last forever. So I put both of my Puras in the living room at the lowest setting, and it lasts, I don't know, I feel like a little over 3 months. I do not purchase more than once a quarter. I do. And you can set up a subscription, just for the record. You can set up a subscription you set it all up to deliver at your leisure so that it drops. I like to shop. I love to shop. I don't want subscription on this one because I want to get on the website and I want to play and dig through the website. I still go into the grocery store and shop. I've never ever placed grocery online orders. I love to walk through the store and shop. Who else is with me? Do the scents fade over time? I mean, yes, they don't last forever. What an interesting question. Do the scents fade over time? Yeah, I mean, they fade at a regular pattern of fading for scents. I don't know. If that was your question and I'm not answering it correctly, look back below. But I think that my house smells beautiful. Everybody always tells me my house smells beautiful. And I only have Pura, and I've only had Pura for like 2 years now. So they fade appropriately. Will all fragrances work with my existing Pura devices? Are all fragrances compatible? To my knowledge, yes. Unless there's some kind of weird change, and they are innovating a lot right now. All the fragrances work in all of the devices. It's just the more new modern devices have more bells and whistles, and third-party fragrances do not work. Can I control the intensity? Yes, we've totally covered that. Does the Pura app allow you to schedule and customize? Yes. Oh, yeah. Like, I'll show you mine here. I have a set schedule based on when we're home, when we're not home, when we're cooking, when we're not cooking. And then if you have your schedule going and at any point you want to stop, you open the Pura app, you click stop, and it stops it. Or better yet, let's say somebody's coming over in a time where you don't have your Pura running. You can open the app, click start, set a timer, run 15 minutes, and it will run for you. Are Pura fragrances safe? Yes, pets and children. It's like a big thing on their website as soon as you go. They are pet and children safe. I mean, I wouldn't suggest licking or drinking them, which both pets or kids could do. But if they walk up and the Pura is like this under their face, because, you know, they're kids, especially the wall ones. If you have a wall one plugged in and there's a window above, so a kid's likely to come up to the window and look out, and this is coming up, it is safe. How often do you replace your fragrances? So, I mean, Q1, Q2, and kind of part of Q3, once a quarter. I don't replace them very often. But as soon as like the holidays roll around, Halloween, fall, Thanksgiving, Christmas, I replace them a lot faster because I want themed scents to go with all of those. And then once Valentine's kind of hits, I calm back down and just go back to doing it once a quarter. Is this just a subscription? No. So they have the subscription option where you can subscribe, and it's very customizable. You can set it up to best accommodate your budget and schedule, or you can just hop on and shop. As much as I love subscriptions and use it for so many things, I actually don't have the subscription on this one. I hop on and shop at my leisure. How will I know if I like the scent? Well, I mean, they carry popular scents. So like this is Capri Blue, this is Unified, this is Brooklyn Candle. A lot of them, they're already your favorites that you can just go purchase. So like, let's say you want to try a new Anthropologie one because they have the Anthropologie line. Go to your local Anthropologie, smell other candles, and then just order in them. Some of them, it's a risk. Like I've ordered some of the Pura like sea salt and coconut that, all right, I couldn't test that, but I happen to know I usually love sea salt and coconut. And I haven't met one I don't like. I also haven't tried to make a customer service claim to be like, hey, I don't like this. Has anybody done that? If you have, comment below and hook us up with that info. I'll do a little research after this on FAQ to see if I can find anything that pops up, like if they have a process or procedure for returning or exchanging fragrances that you get and you just don't like. And I'll pop it up here. Do they do seasonal theme limited edition fragrances? Yes, they have fantastic seasonal and like holiday themed scents that you can pick up. Like of my devices I have, this Pura Plus is $80. The Pura 4, which I have and love and recommend, is $49.99. I don't know if they're even selling the Pura 3 anymore. Maybe they are. I'll look on here. But you can also pick them up at other, like, you know, third-party random sites of people reselling theirs, like they probably have them on Poshmark. And then you can get these scents online. The scents average about $14, as low as $11 and as high as $17, I think I've seen when I'm shopping. I do have a coupon. It's attached to my URL down below. If you click on the URL, it'll pop up when it's available. If I get an actual code you can type in, I'll pop it up here. But I typically bulk buy, like I said, once a quarter, so I qualify for the free shipping. If you spend $25 or more, you get free shipping, and I'm about that life. So just pre-pick out your scents and fragrances so that they're ready and waiting and you don't have to pay that additional cost. I feel like right now is the perfect time to dive in and invest to buy your machine. I did not buy, as I'm telling you now, these all at the same time. Too expensive. I've bought half of them, half my machines, and the other half were sent to me by Pura. And I bought them like once every 6 months. Basically, when I got a new itch or I remodeled a room or I redecorated a space, I usually justified getting one more. So don't feel pressure to go and buy a bunch of them. Arguably, I would say buy one, plug it in, See how well you think it's filling the space. If you're like, I need more, then go buy a second one, because you might find that having one with the intensity up higher suits you better than having 2 or 3 with a low intensity. Okay, any additional questions? That first video, I didn't pop it up. My partners, Ben and Sabrina, popped it up. So many questions coming in on that. If you have not watched it, I don't think I've linked it, but maybe I have. I'll link it up here. I pulled a lot of the questions from there. Also questions from another YouTube video where I covered them in a monthly haul. But you can pop more questions down below. I will be showing these more in my monthly hauls. The beginning of every month, I do a quick unboxing video. Subscribe if you want to check those out. And I will be looping back and answering your questions in those videos. So that's a great way to make sure you get an answer. I hope this was helpful. I hope this wasn't too boring. It's really hard when I try to cover just one item, but I felt like I had so much to say on this item and wanted to toss it to you so that you could decide if making this investment was worth it or not for you. I hope that you are having an absolutely amazing day. And if you did hit that subscribe button, I'm going to see you later. Bye, y'all.